I'll be sent out here.
Excuse me, law enforcement.
Yeah. You doing okay?
I am doing okay. I was just hoping to speak to anyone available.
Sure, I'm available.
What is your name, sir?
I'm Under Sheriff Harriet.
Under Sheriff Harriet. My name is Cross. I'm not angry, that's just my name. I wanted to come to the office and perhaps clear some things up.
Sure. What would you like to clear up?
My name. I understand there might be some outstanding charges on my name and I'd like to get them cleared and sorted.
Alright, what was your full name?
Damien Cross.
Alright, let's see here. Alright, so you do have quite a few warrants on you. Have you ever been told what they are for?
I have not done a crime for maybe close to a year now, maybe 6 months to a year. I would faintly recall, but most of what you have there is probably correct, I would assume.
Mostly bank robberies. In fact, I think every incident you have here is a bank robbery except for two of them, which are just shootout charges.
Sounds correct.
Okay, so are you here to turn yourself in, or just to clarify a few things?
I'm here to turn myself in.
Alright, well we can sort that out then. You wanna head inside, we can kinda get everything sorted, make sure everything's in order?
Yes.
Alright. Just gonna pat you down. Alright, that root beer in there, the Siska guards will take that from you. So I do recommend you drink that before you go in. You can drink that yourself if you want to.
Okay.
Alright, you come on in.
Harriet, I know you needed to head towards Rhodes. Do you want me to help with this? Or?
I still have some time.
Okay.
I might need help getting him to Siska, but...
Yeah, absolutely. Happy to help.
Yeah.
You prefer the left or right one?
This one's fine.
Alright.
Going to prison, might as well have a drink before I get there.
Let's see here. I'll run you through the reports here, because they did seem like they were from 1903. Alright, so... yeah, most of them, you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You have 5 incidents out of like 8 that are bank robberies. Amounting up to 760 days for you in total.
I see. You mind if I smoke?
Yeah, I don't mind at all. You can have a little smoke. Alright.
Are there any outstanding charges in regards to my former companions?
There are a few. Are they willing to turn themselves in as well, or?
I don't know, I have not seen them in a long time.
Gotcha. There are a few that are still outstanding on a few of these instances, I'm saying.
I see. Well, like I told you, I haven't committed a crime in a very long time. In fact, the reason why I came here today was I'm looking to perhaps get a fresh slate, no charges over my head, and start anew, perhaps.
Well, I respect you for that. It's not often, someone from your line of work actually go that route,
I've seen Suppose I've seen enough for one life. Maybe it's time to start another.
Yeah, I don't blame you. It's possible, and it's going to be hard, but it's possible. Well, go ahead and get a wagon sorted, and then we'll get you moving, okay?
Appreciate it.
Is there any questions you'd like to ask me about the paperwork or any charges at all?
No, I would assume that everything you have there is dead accurate. I won't question
Okay.
anything on it. It's probably correct.
Alrighty. Well, seeing that majority of these instances are from over a year ago now, I will be giving you quite a few reductions for your peaceful turn and all, so just don't want to give you a heads up on that one.
Much appreciated.
Alrighty. Alright, we'll get a wagon sorted, okay?
Okay.
Yeah, I was told to tell the locals to avoid him. They'll get for us. Oh my god. Incredible.
They're incredible. Like, no one works as hard as them.
I think they're probably like
I think so. I think they eavesdrop, truly.
Oh, thank you.
Yes, Slippers. Your chariot away.
Deck Ruby, taking this fellow statistic gonna come along. Alright. Wagon's outside, so we're ready whenever you are.
Ready.
Alright, go on and spin around. I'm gonna place your handcuffs, okay? Come on out.
Alright, we're gonna come right over this way.
Yes, ma'am.
Alright, and then just scoot all the way forward.
Want me on the wagon or? following?
Yeah, if y'all want to ride the wagon, that's fine. I don't expect anything to really happen.
Martin, take the reins, because I will flip it somehow.
All right.
So I know the undersheriff's name, and I believe I know any of yours.
Horses are not listening to me.
Oh!
Oh. Oh. Can I know why?
Are you alright?
Just a little hazing, I guess.
No, I jumped off. I didn't do anything. Just like
I'm
he
just
said, they're
slipped
not
off.
I'm
responding.
sorry.
I got the same
You have
problem.
the same?
Oh dear.
no.
Oh, there we go. Okay. Howdy there.
Hi, Sue.
Who do we got here?
Oh my gosh, well, I've already forgotten your name. I'm so sorry.
It's okay. My name is Cross. It's not I'm not angry. It's just my name.
Oh. All right.
Yeah, it's peaceful. He turned himself in. We don't
Good.
think anything will happen here.
Okay. Be safe. Cisco was a little insane.
Oh no. We're just waiting on Harriet. He had a little headache.
Please make sure you're clocked off for our transport.
Yes.
Also, I got beat over the head with a violin twice, and I slept in feces. Twice.
Just
And-
now?
Sisica. No.
I was gonna say, do you need to take a bath in my hotel?
I had to put on prisoner clothes.
Oh, shoot.
Oh my god.
Oh, goodness.
So what were all your names?
I'm Detective
My
Carter.
name is Martin.
Martin, Carter,
Decker.
Decker.
God damn it.
Frank.
And that's the
Robert.
bank.
I
We will go negotiate.
I'm happy to go. I'm happy to wait in the cells. I'm not in any rush.
I'll wait for the other undersheriff to come back. We'll see.
We got people responding to it already.
Okay.
Buddy.
All right.
But if you all wanted to go respond to that, I can wait in the cells. It really is no hassle for me.
Right now we have to wait for the undersheriff anyway.
How long have you all been lawmen?
I've been 2 weeks now, I think.
I see.
Coming up on almost 3 months. Well, 2 full months and a part now.
Main reason I'm asking is I'm wondering if you all were around back when I was, I suppose, doing the things I'm getting charged for. This was probably a year ago now, but I'm looking for a fresh start. That's why I came here.
I can understand that. I was in a similar situation.
How similar?
Well, I foolishly, when I first came here to the crossing about 2 years ago, robbed 2 banks. I've served my time for.
I see. Under sheriff, there was a bank being robbed, and I told you, lawman here, if you want to go respond to that, I don't mind waiting in the cells, but it's up to you.
I don't want to take up your time. How about this?
She said that deputies were responding, so I think we're
I'm
right.
I'm honestly happy to get a local transport there if you all want to go deal with this, but it's up to you all.
We can take it. Decker, do you want to tag along on that bank robbery? I don't think we need everyone to come along.
Oh, you want me to stay around? All right.
Yeah, there might need some backup there.
All right,
like,
I'll do.
apparently there's a bank robbery.
I'm sorry.
Oh. You good?
Yeah,
There we go.
Yep.
Was it this bank?
It was this bank, yes.
It was.
I heard the explosion.
Yeah, Carter went and she was there now. I guess so.
Right,
But I'll cover it.
The two of us can handle this then. I can walk through processing. So, if I can ask, what made you want to leave that left behind?
Well, like I told you in those cells, I think there comes a point where you have to ask yourself, have I seen enough for one life? And upon the time I had to reflect, I think the answer was yes. So I thought, why not start another? Get a fresh slate, be able to travel freely from town to town without having charges lingering over my head from my past, which is a long time ago now. I figured might as well turn myself in and not have to worry about those charges anymore.
Fair enough.
Maybe it's also the thought that, I don't know, you saw the charges, you know what I did. and I was pretty good at it, I'd like to say. But maybe I can be good at other things.
What you planning to do when you get out?
My plan is to start simple. Maybe do some heavy lifting work. Put these arms to use while I'm still young. And perhaps see if my prior experience can be used towards more fruitful and profitable means.
You thinking bounty hunting? Like, there's a lot of people that have been in that line of work kind of leaning towards that nowadays.
Pays well, I hear. And it's lawful, is it not?
It is, but it's hard work. Deadly work.
Yeah, I'm accustomed to deadly work.
Aren't we all?
What do you make of it? This bounty hunting? If you could tell me a thing or two about it.
Well, I think it's a good idea on paper. You just gotta have the right folk in it. I think in general it's effective. You know, we got quite a few elusive criminals that not even our department can really focus on, just because we're always running around dealing with other bigger things. And hunters can really help out with that, you know. The more elusive. So, like I said, it's a good idea on paper. Look by people, sure. But, yeah, some people can get carried away, you know.
Emotional. They don't look at it from a practical view, they look at it from an emotional view. Do you mean like that?
Yeah, exactly.
I've always tried to be practical and not be overly emotional. It's about the money at the end of the day, I suppose, and I hear it pays well.
Yeah, depending on who you got, it can pay very well. Some batteries can go up towards upwards of $2,000.
That's not anything to laugh at. That sounds like quite a bit of money.
It is. But, usually the folk that do have that much of a bounty usually ride around with the whole gangs and whatnot.
Well, people are prone to get complacent. Seen it a lot myself. You rob 3, 4, 5 banks, get away from a few shootouts, and all of a sudden you think you're untouchable. You think you're impervious to harm, and then you slip up. You might be alone somewhere drinking, you might go somewhere else, and that's when they get you.
Yeah, it's true. You know, I found many people like that, where after the fact, when they think all is calm and they're all safe, all is over for the day. It happens.
How
I
likely...
do wish you luck in that.
I appreciate that. And I was going to ask, how likely do you think it is that someone like me could perhaps cut it? I assume the law enforcement takes into consideration prior experience when it comes to these things. Someone who's been on that
We do.
side.
Yeah, we do. I'll put it this way, there is a lawful requirement for it, you know, as any other position as such, but I do think it does count to the day you process worthless crimes, unfortunately. So even though it's been over a year since the last crime, you know, somebody have to wait a month or two before we're even, you know, going for it.
I figured as much. That's
But,
why I did this today. Get it done sooner.
But I'll put it this way: you're familiar with the New Orleans ranch folk, Kumung and all them?
I don't believe I am, no.
Let's just say that they used to commit crimes. You know, like, you know, did some pretty horrific things and robbed a few banks. And they were labeled vigilantes at one point because they were going around stopping other gangs in the Great Plains of, you know, robbing other folk in the Great Plains. It was affecting their business. Well, that was almost a year ago now, and they're bounty hunters now, all of them.
I see.
So, as to say that they did crucify someone as well. So, it comes down to bounty hunting. We look for people who, you don't necessarily need to be nice, right? You gotta look for people that are nice or, you know, respectful entirely, just capable but also willing to see the bigger picture and also prioritize on the life of things and people. That's my view anyway. Others might have a different view. But some people may see bounty hunting as purely a money opportunity, but there's still a human being behind that money.
Of course. I have to ask myself at some point, what are my skills, what am I good at? And I can't say that I've ever crucified anyone or tortured anyone. Was never one for torture, even back when I was doing what I used to do. The worst I suppose I did was shoot people who hurt my friends. Was in conflict with the Woods gang for a long time. All started over them trying to extort us. And then things just spiraled from there. One crime becomes another to cover up the other crime, or to get away from another crime once you're being pursued, and it all just piles up. But like I said, I have no real plan just yet, but I want to have my nose clean and just do some hard work when I come out of prison and start simple. I'm not reaching for the stars quite yet, but I am reaching a bit lower. Starting simple and then seeing where it goes from there. Small goals instead of big ones.
That's how to do it. You know, I have someone that's very close to me, someone very special to me, and they used to run with the gang. They used to commit crimes and rob banks, but they turn around on their life. They now live a very happy life, and I'm looking up to join the Rangers now. So it's definitely possible. Just take it one day at a time, one foot in front of the other.
Can you
Gonna take
remind me
time. And
of your name one more time?
Malachi Harriet.
Maybe in a month or two I'll speak to you again.
Yeah, I can give him a telegram. I don't mind.
Okay.
Yes, Nux.
Have you seen Bolton around?
Last I saw, she was in Blackwater handling a bank robbery.
Alright, thank you.
Oh,
Yeah, as I said, it's not gonna be easy. There's gonna be there's gonna be some hard decisions and old habits. Well, like I said, just gotta believe in yourself.
Suppose so. But I suppose that the fact that I have been on that side makes me a bit more favourable. I know what it's like to think in that mindset. At least I did for a long time.
That'd be very beneficial to you if you do decide to pick up bounty hunt.
considering some security work maybe as well.
Yeah, that'd be good for you. What I do recommend is definitely make yourself known to deputies and whatnot. You know,
Yeah.
if you just see us, you know, hanging out on a porch or something, or just, you know, walking around town, feel free to stop us and say hello. You know, feel free to talk with the populace and rangers and all that. Get yourself familiarized with everyone. That'll go you a long way.
I guess I'll try to. I don't know if there's many deputies still around from back when I was running with the Black Hats about a year and a half ago. I wonder if there would be.
Who do you remember that comes to mind?
I remember Hans. There was a Hans, it was German.
There was a Hans Wagner, I heard. I never
Hans
met him.
Wagner,
Apparently
that's
he left
him.
the department. He left the department, I heard.
He was like my nemesis, you know, wherever I was going, he'd be there on my tail. We had a sort of rivalry, playful in a way. Lord, it's hard to remember things from such a long time ago. But if you mention the name Black Hats, I'm sure the few deputies might remember.
Well, there are still a lot of deputies that have been around for quite a while, longer than
McGregor.
a year. I've only been here, but a few, I would say like 8 months now myself. So maybe 9, something like that.
I remember a McGregor, big man with a ginger beard.
Yeah, he's still around. He was a sheriff, and then he retired and came back as a senior deputy. So he's been around. I believe he's actually around today at some point.
I see. We had a member with us called Lola West, and he made it his mission to always track her down very efficiently. I thought it was alright.
Yeah, not a bad man at all. He's a very effective deputy. Respect him a lot. Is there any contraband? I should ask before I left Blackwater. Is there any contraband that you have in your possession still, or?
I don't believe so, just ammunition.
Gotcha. Okay. Well, if you do get out, or when you do get out, and you do find that you have any like government property on you, whether it's ammunition, lassos, whatever, you know, just come by and drop it off to us.
Okay.
Alright, up to the wall. Howdy.
Howdy there.
How you doing, Barry?
Not too bad.
Alright, I can't promise that the guards won't take those wood shavings off yet, or the cannabis, but they will make you dump any ammo. Alright. Right, you wanted to process them?
Yeah.
Alright. So, you never done that before at all?
No.
Alright, so
Just
what we're gonna
taking
do...
someone out of the cigar.
Yep. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go to the wanted list. That's the easiest way to do it. Or you can just go to the citizen registry and do it that way. But I just like to go to the wanted list myself. I find it easier. You know, look up Damien Cross,
Yep, I have them right here.
and you're gonna choose any one of those files. It doesn't matter which.
Alright.
Well, I gotta get there myself. And when you do process someone, you cannot have the file checked out. Otherwise, you won't be able to process them. And if anyone else is in that file or any file that his name is tagged onto, the receptionist will mess up the processing and won't actually process him for that charge. So just be wary of that.
Alright.
But we're gonna go down to his name. You're going to go down to his jail card. It's in the charges section.
Yep.
Right now, on the right where it says status, right? You see all the wanteds.
Yes, all of them are wanted.
Go to that and change all that to process.
Alright. It is now 760 days.
Yep, and then you will run through what time served is, right?
Yes.
Okay, so we're going to do what's been about 20 minutes, right? Cross, you'd say? 20 days.
I'd assume so.
Okay, we're gonna go with 20. And then, because he peacefully turned himself in, I'm gonna grant him a 30% time reduction. So you're gonna add 228 days for that.
Alright.
So in total, that should be 248 days of time served.
Yes, so 512 days total now.
Yep. All right.
Serve.
So from there, you're gonna read out his. From there, you're gonna go to the left for there, where it says select jailing location. Make sure that's selected to Cisco. And then from there, you can read out his charges, read out his total time he'll be serving, and his fine. And then you can admit him.
Alright. Go through all of these charges. So this will be one-time participation in a shootout, bank robbery, another bank robbery and participation in a shootout, another participation in a shootout, another participation in a shootout, a bank robbery, participation in a shootout, and robbery of a government employee, a bank robbery, a participation in a shootout, and a bank robbery. For a total of 512 days.
And then make sure you do tell him his release date as well.
Yes, release date is 30th at 3:40 a.m.
Right,
Sound good to you?
Yes.
Alrighty, so you can admit him now.
Alright, here's your paperwork.
Thank you.
Gonna stick right here. Actually, you have something to write my telegram down on? I can give that to you real fast, and I gotta go talk to the guards, just let them know real fast, and then they'll be coming over here to handle you. Alright, it's KM872.
KM872, okay.
Yeah, and you're always welcome to reach out, okay?
I'll keep that in mind.
Alrighty. I do wish you luck, alright? I do encourage you, and as I said, it's gonna be hard. You'd be making hard decisions, you're gonna come across all barriers, it's gonna be hard. But at a time, one foot in front of the other, and you'll do it in no time, I bet you, alright? Keep your head up.
You got it.
Righty. I'll go let the guard know, and they'll come over here and do their own search and get you sorted, okay?
Okay.
Alright, you be safe in here.
One thing, I know that there's some people at Emerald Ranch who've been trying to, keep that place running, and a bunch of ranchers, if you're ever interested in doing some ranch work. Those folk are decent folk and only lawful, so if that's something you're interested in.
The Emerald Ranch people.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the
There's a
name?
few ranchers. I don't. They usually spend time around Emerald Ranch, so if you go there around this time, probably run into them.
I'll keep that in mind. Thank you.
Yeah, that's no problem. Go to the guard as well.
Rufus, is Jubilee here?
I think she's just having a nap before her execution.
Yes,
As
okay,
far as
gotcha.
I know, yeah.
Alrighty, well, I'll be
Alright.
back here in about 30 minutes or so.
To
so.
collect her? Alright, I'll
Yep.
be here for you. Thank
Alrighty.
you.
No problem.
Alright, take
Good luck
care.
with this one, okay?
Okay. Hello there, Mr. Damien Cross.
Hello there.
Hello there. Okay, your prisoner number is 571441. I take it you've been in here before and you understand how things are done here, yeah?
I do.
Excellent, that's what I like to hear. Alright, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to search you, so if you can stand around for us, put your hands up. Okay. I like to leave a box of ammo on these days, Some. There we go. That's the best search I can do. But I'm told you want to turn your life around and become a bounty hunter. I think that's fantastic. I very much so do. And I hope you can achieve that. And the way you're behaving here will possibly contribute and dig towards that. Okay, you need to go to the tailors, get your prison outfit on. You do not need to go to the barbers. That's not necessary anymore. You put your stripes on, yeah? You know where you're going?
I do. Thank you.
Thank you.
Telegrams. Who's sending me telegrams? Ooh.
There are some real nut jobs in here. I think we get out like tomorrow. Okay. That's done now.